Hey everybody, welcome back. We are in Aruba. Today we had no plans, so when we left the port, we decided to take a taxi and do an island tour.
Aruba is the smallest of the ABC islands, which consist of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao.
After taking the obligatory Aruba picture, she then showed us the traditional Arubian homes and their colorful facades and unique Dutch-influenced designs. We made our way up this rock formation. It was surprisingly very windy up here.
These steps were uneven and longer than anticipated. Once we reached the bottom, we had our pictures taken with some dinosaur rocks.
She stated this was the oldest home in Aruba. Cactus were scattered all around us. It was everywhere. This is the smallest Catholic church on the island. Their take on a security fence is pretty unique. It definitely works. The California Lighthouse in Aruba is a tall structure by the sea, guiding ships like a watchful giant. These are ancient coral reefs now above sea level due to tectonic shifts form these coral structures. On our way to the aloe vera factory, we encountered both a pirate ship and a shipwreck.
When it comes to the history, we've been pretty much active, you can say, since 1890, because a little bit before 1840, the Dutch actually brought all of these plants here on the island, because back then it wasn't always the case that the plants originated here. Simply put it out, the Dutch got it off of a small island off of the coast of Africa, and way before tourism was Aruba's main source of income, it was actually from that yellow sap. Now, when it comes to the yellow sap, pretty much this yellow sap on its own is a natural laxative. Only thing about this laxative is so strong and so potent, the required drops are only 2. When it does come with the yellow sap as well, back then, we used to cook it for about 10 hours. Once those 10 hours are up, you'd pretty much get it in a black rock, kind of like so. Special nickname for this black rock is the Black Gold of Aruba, because not only was this the purest form of the yellow sap back in the day, but as well it was really important because we're only responsible for 42% of the distribution. Because after cooking and exporting the yellow sap to the pharmaceuticals around the world, they would pretty much grind them, chop them up, and out of that rock you would get laxative capsule pills, powder medicine, and any type of laxative medication as well. All for a good while, only between the years of the 1910s to 20s. Because afterwards, we actually stopped working with the yellow sap. Due to the fact that demand at the time started to drop and we focused more on chemicals and synthetic properties, at the start of 1960, we used less of the yellow sap and we started to work with the aloe vera gel right here. Pretty much the main ingredient for all the products that we have in the store today. And now, I'm actually going to show you guys how we get to the aloe vera gel. So what you want to do is first, this part right here, only cut that part by 1 inch. So kind of like so. After the 1 inch has been cut off, we're going to get rid of the thorn sides now. So with a knife, you go a bit to the top right here. Slowly but surely, no rush. And then you pretty much repeat the same process on the following side as well. Now, this next part here, pretty much similar as to scaling or filleting a fish. Just the only difference is, unlike a fish, this plant is not going to go anywhere. So no need to panic. Don't get worried. Don't get those running shoes because it's not going to be necessary. As we're moving this slowly, we'll be seeing some of the gel hanging off. And then with the back part of the knife, then we're going to fillet everything together. And before you know it, guys, pretty much left. with an aloe vera. There are many other health benefits as well, because when it comes to these gels individually, they're stored with 75 types of vitamins, good sugars, and good nutrients that can actually help you guys with stomach-related issues like small ulcers, gastritis, stomach acid reflexes, and if you're a diabetic patient as well, it helps with the regulation of the sugar blood cells in your body.
Next, we went inside for a tour to see how the factory operates. It was a labor-intensive process. Time to go back to the ship to see what the first folkloric entertainment is all about. Next stop, Curacao. We'll see you there.